Welcome to Armstrong Street Scene Plus. Hi, I'm Rick Guerrera, and today on our episode, I want to talk to you about how to prepare your car for a car show. Some of the do's and don'ts of the car show season, okay? When Greg and I, we come across we film about 10 shows a year, and boy, I probably go to 25, 30 shows a year, and I look at some cars and I go, oh, why do you do this, or why do you do that? The car would look so much better like this, they're not doing that. So let me see if I can help you out a little bit. We're gonna start out with my BMW, okay? Since my T-Bird's away and getting some work done, let's whip out the BMW first time this year. All righty, look at that baby, woohoo, all black, okay? One of the big things you want to do at a car show is always have a nice microfiber cloth with you, okay? When you're all shined up at home and everything, get her all cleaned up in a nice little quick detailer, okay? That goes over it, it makes it look real good. One of the big things I always see about cars at the shows is, like, you'll have a black car, a dark car or something, and there's always wax in the grooves, okay? Boy, that looks bad. That looks bad, especially on a dark car. You want to clean those grooves out really well, all around. You want to get the mirror. You want to get everything. Everything. It looks so much nicer. You'll have this beautiful car, and there's white stuff all over it. And it just doesn't look right, and it happens all the time. Another thing is the windows. Make sure your windows are nice and clean, in and out, okay? Every nook and cranny. That's what we're looking for when you're doing a car show. A lot of these car shows are judged, and judges are looking for them. Another thing, make sure your door jambs are nice and clean. That's where you can use your detail brush, getting in there, your microfiber rag, get all this stuff. Make sure your weather stripping's nice and clean. It has Armor All on it, or rubber lubricant on it, whatever you want to use on it, okay? That's always a plus. A lot of times you'll see these cars, they're beautiful. They put thousands of dollars into them, and they don't change the weather stripping. The weather stripping looks like crap, you know? So let's go into the interior since we're right here. Make sure your interior is up to par, okay? And what I always like to do, even if I have the stock floor mats, I always like to sit them outside the car. Then you could show off how really pretty your carpets really are. Okay, that's something I do all the time. Make sure everything's Armor All, make sure everything's looking good in place. You don't want anything sitting out, you know. You don't want all your rags sitting out in there. You're at a car show. Your car is going to be at its best. Everything, from top to bottom. Okay, everything. You want your foot pedals to look good. If you got some protecting stuff on your foot pedals, I've seen a couple guys have like socks on there so they don't wear them out. Take them off. Come on, you're at a car show, okay? You're at a car show. Show off your car. Show off how nice it is. Another thing, let's go on the outside here before we go into the engine. A lot of times we'll go to the shows and we'll see these bug protectors up in the front here, okay? And it's like, come on, that's not good. You got these big rubber things up there. You're at a car show. Take them off. This is the time to show it off. What are you saving it for, huh? When you put those on there, that's why you save it, so you don't get chips for a car show, okay? Since we're in the front of the car, let's go into the engine. Make sure your engine is clean. How many times I have been to a show, you see this beautiful car, all of a sudden we open up the engine and we go, oh my, that looks horrible. Sometimes it's just a couple hours of getting in there with some degreaser and some rags and some brushes, and this baby's looking good. Well, you know, it doesn't take much sometimes. Sometimes you might have to get in there with some paint or something like that, especially the older cars. My old 69 Cougar, my whole roof, my whole top here was bad, so I had to respray it all, okay? So, and it turned out really nice. I replaced this piece here to this insulator, which is not much. You can get one of these probably $30 to $50, cheap thing to replace when they get real old like that. Make sure you got this baby all cleaned up. Make sure you got all the edges cleaned up in here. Make sure everything's cleaned up, you know, because that's what makes it look good. All the details, every inch of the car has to be clean. All the details, that's what makes your car a show car. That's what makes your car look good. How about we go to the back into the trunk area, okay? Another thing we'll do, we'll go to the show and these guys will have the trunk filled with stuff. Okay, make sure your trunk is clean. You want every inch of that trunk clean, okay? You want it all swept out. You want all the nooks and crannies, the weather stripping. You want that all taken care of. Armor all, okay? And just clean it all up in here. Clean it in here. That's some of the no-nos. You know, people don't do that, and it really takes off from your car, the appearance of your car. There's a lot to do in these cars. Get every little detail. That's what it's all about when you're showing your car at the car shows around town here. The car hobby is the greatest hobby in the world. For Armstrong Street Scene Plus, I'm Rick Guerrera. I'll see you down the road.